Okay, back online I think. Thanks to Ian and Sophie for the video camera. It's a bit of an experiment today, but I've got an old carving here. This Alien Queen, I think it was, done about 2009. And it's something I'm not going to sell as it is. I'm going to see if I can restore it and make it a little bit more realistic. Hopefully now I've learnt enough skills to put a face on it and maybe make these look like they're supposed to look, not like rocket ships. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Goodbye. I think they're beginning to take shape. Many years ago, when I was an art student, you could always find a young lady who would quite happily pose nude for you so you could draw her. I think the problem today is there's not going to be many young ladies really willing to pose naked while you're running a chainsaw a few inches from them. So I'll do my best. But this is really going to have to be done from memory. Right, so she's beginning to come together now. There's a bit of a likeness to a certain Family Guy character, but I can't help that now. I've chiselled in the face, seasoned wood, so you've got to watch out for the fact it tends to rip more than cut with chisels. The chainsaw, as ever, has developed its usual fault. Now I don't know if this is just because of this model or whether or not it's because it's electric. It's a good saw when it works, but the wiring tends to do that. So I'll get that repaired and carry on. But as you can see, less of the thing of nightmare and more of something possibly someone might buy. Well, I've spent quite a lot of time sanding her up, mainly because of all this varnish. Back in 2009 I used to just liberally splash varnish on all carvings until basically I met Tim Burgess, who gave me a few pointers like use Danish oil. So that's all got to go before I can do anything else really with her and put a finish on. I was thinking on ideas of finish, and I was thinking of maybe putting makeup on her and colouring bits in and stuff like that, in the style of the old bawdy seaside postcards you used to get in Britain if you went to Bournemouth or Hill or Blackpool and stuff like that. Just being real might have been apt, but thinking about it, I think just straight out Danish oil, I think it looks alright. I mean, there's a couple of things I could reduce, but I think it's okay. It's a stylised work anyway, so just get it all nice, smooth and natural. I think that's the idea. Okay, so we finally got there in the end. And I say the end because don't forget this carving actually began life in 2009 as a punk rock type thing, and now she's matured into this graceful lady. I think I'll call her Mrs. Robinson after the obvious song. I'm very glad that I didn't bother burning her or putting makeup on or any sort of theatrical effects, because as you can see, this conifer, which might even be pine to be honest going off the grain, but it's taken the Danish oil beautifully, and I don't think I could have done it any service by putting on all the after effects, the burning and all that. I think it would have actually detracted in the end, and what you've got is a very natural product. And seeing as it's supposed to be now instead of some sort of agitprop thing, it's more of almost like a life study, albeit a stylised one. I think it's turned out, couldn't have been any better really for the finish. Now, just one last thing on a serious note. Now, this video has obviously had a light-hearted look at a couple of things, but I'd just like to point out that my mother this year went for a screening, and she was damn lucky that she did, because there was a problem and they were able to get to it in time. So I'd just like to remind all the ladies out there that might be watching this, please keep up with your screenings. I think it did, well, it saved my mother, frankly. So I'll leave it there, because obviously I'm just a humble chainsaw idiot, and I'll get going. And thank you for watching, and of course, anyone wants a carving, I'm right here. Thank you very much. Goodbye.